10 inches still expected to come. About 10 in the morning here in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, which is about 70 miles east of Pittsburgh. In the middle of the big snowstorm. So we got about 8 inches overnight. I'm plowing with a Kubota LX2620 HSDC, which means it's a hydrostatic cab tractor version. You can see just how much snow we just got overnight, and we're expecting another 10 inches at least, which means we might get over a foot. Definitely the biggest snowfall of the year. Definitely the biggest snowfall for this tractor. This is a cab version, so I am in here in the heat, which is nice. Just gonna take my time. Take my time and make sure that I don't break anything. Definitely don't want to break the tractor now. Not on a storm like today. Weather maps here in the United States, this storm stretched. It's just clearing out of the Midwest, out of Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska. Massive storm. Not sure if it's considered a blizzard or not, but snow that I've seen in recent years. Definitely the most snow that I've seen for this tractor. Welcome into the stream. Please let me know where you're watching from. It's always interesting. I figured I better get out here and take off the first 8 inches before I get the next 12 to 15 inches. Aren't seeing any of this, are you? Let me make you a moderator, that way You make some friends while we're here. We're out here working. Several times today doing this. The way the weather map looks. Yeah. Maybe a hydraulic snow pusher with wings. That'd be nice. I'm just happy to have the warm cab. Hey, Les. Yeah, only $7,000 to $10,000 for that. I don't know if that's worth it for me. Tell you what, we got pounded up here for sure. And I keep doing these snow removal live streams. I might make 7,000 to 10,000 pennies. Did you get out there and do your snow? Yeah. I was talking about that on another stream. I said I almost got a snowmobile helmet back when I had the open station. This is a pleasure to plow in the cab. Definitely the loaded tires. Big difference with traction. Are going to have a giant snow pile. My wife came out to clear out in front of the garage. She's a trooper. For sure. Is not, it's not super heavy, but it's not exactly white fluffy stuff either. It's a little icy. For sure. could do without the old third function remote on the front, being able to tilt this plow. That's a blessing. Chicken strangler. Is that what that says? Chicken. You want the snow on your property. Why? Why would you want that? I want that South Texas sunshine. Here. Question, I'm thinking about buying an older truck, buying a plow. How much is a good price for a good starter plow on my truck? Now plows, when I was looking to get a plow for my truck, I was looking anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000 for a plow. Something that was hydraulic. I wanted a V-plow because with a V-plow, it bends in the middle or articulates in the middle, pivots, and you can kind of scoop with it. And then, like somebody said earlier about the wings, that's it helps. So, no, I'm not in Texas. I'm in Pennsylvania, 70 miles east of Pittsburgh. Little city called Johnstown. Used to be a huge steel mill. Place. Bethlehem Steel. Gautier. To have about, I think our population was around 60-some thousand. Now we're probably below 20,000. We have some defense industries and whatnot to come in, but for the most part, we've lost a lot of people. If I was going to buy a plow for a truck, I would definitely go with a V-plow. It just makes sense. I guess I could get one for this tractor. Maybe someday. Maybe my rich adult son will buy me one who's watching the stream, and I'm sure we'll have something smart to say. If I couldn't afford the V-plow, I would just get the hydraulic truck-wise. I mean, I'd definitely have a mechanic look at it. But anything that's got the power and a good four-wheel drive. I mean, I've had some trucks. I've had everything from power stroke diesels to just 8-cylinder like the Nissan Titan. Toyota Tundra's a great truck. Definitely pushes above its class. I'd say definitely have a mechanic look at it though. Make sure the four-wheel drive is serviced, in good shape. Wow. We had some cold temperatures coming into Saturday, and that really froze the existing snowbanks that I had. So I'm going to have a little difficulty pushing those back. Might have to go and pull out the bucket for this, take the plow off, get the bucket, a little digging. That's why on a property, something like this, sometimes a snow blower might be better. But I've had luck with the plow. It's a lot, I don't know, a little easier for me. Blizzard is considered. I had that big snow blower. I don't know how big it was, but it was huge. The only problem is it was on the back of the tractor. So I constantly had to drive backwards, which was literally a pain in the neck. The problem with a snow blower, a big blower, is, or what I felt was, it worked well, but a lot of times we're getting 3-4 inches of snow. We're not getting these big storms like this, and because of that, I really didn't need it, or didn't need something that could move that much snow at one time. Well, let's take a run down the driveway and see what happens, and I'll come up and play with this. Driveway goes down and then back up, and when I get down here to the corner, sometimes when I start going up the hill, for obvious reasons, with a lot of snow like this, and however heavy the snow is, I end up not being able to make it up the hill. So I have to come back down and push this off, drive up through, and come back down. My driveway is about, I don't know how long it is, at least a couple thousand feet. Got the differential lock pushed down. This is a 4-wheel drive tractor. She's digging. I think I can. Let's see. Wow. Holy moly. Well, plows haven't been out on the road from the township. That surprises me. Out pretty early. Maybe they're waiting for the majority of this to be done. Let's see here. I people to add as moderators. Enjoy the stream. Gotta turn the heat down. Woo! So it'll get a little warm in here. My normal howl's a little higher. So this is what's called, for anybody who hasn't heard of it, a cul-de-sac, which is basically a dead end into the road. Man, I'm glad I came out now. There's so much snow already. Holy buckets. A random person. Make some friends. Come to Missouri. Yeah. Plowing the gravel road. I'll tell you what, this driveway used to be gravel, or what you call slag. And slag, you don't know what slag is. Slag is the waste from the mills. So the iron mill, or the steel mills, their furnaces would produce what's called slag, which is like, I mean, it looks like rocks, but it's actually molten metal. And around here, there's a ton of it because we had a bunch of steel mills, and people had to get rid of it somehow, so they would put it into like a landfill, bury it. And the people realized that it was great for driveways, so they started to refine it, dig it up and refine it. And basically what they did is they created 2A and 2B, which was I believe 2B is the clean stuff, and the 2A is the gravel with the fines in it. I might have that backwards, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Big load. So definitely gonna have to hit this multiple times. I gotta get that bank back. I can't believe I actually made it up there. I was pushing a good, definitely a foot of snow. Once it gets in front of that blade, a lot more. I think that blade's probably around 18 inches high, maybe 20 inches. South 601. Gonna check out his channel. He's got a bunch of different things on there. Refinishes guns, builds garages. He should do a live stream today of him snow blowing. He's only about 20 miles away from me. working wife. Push the snow away from the garage. Once again, we're in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. That is 70 miles east of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yep, Liz Cooper, how you doing? Welcome in. Make friends. Get some subscribers. Enjoy the diesel snow pushing Kubota LX2620. Enjoy it. I enjoy it for sure. This is therapy, folks. Therapy. Nobody bothers me. Happy as long as I don't hit anything or mess up the machine. Good day. I doubt the kids will have school tomorrow. So that's a good thing. Toasty in the cab here. I have to get one of them thermometers. Put it in here. Let's see here. Donald Robbins, Dixon City, Pennsylvania. That's 7 miles east of Scranton. Okay, so you're out there to the east. Donald, we're in Johnstown. Welcome in. How much snow do you got out there, Donald? Usually don't get it, but you definitely are getting it today. Files, what's happening? I think it's really cool how you can sitting in sunny southern Florida watching the struggles of us folks up here up north. How's it going, Liz? Workout this tractor's had. front of the fire. Recon. Sorry, I said that wrong. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Make friends, folks. YouTube is a great community. A lot of wonderful people, all doing different kinds of stuff. Thanks for coming in, everybody, and watching. Enjoying from wherever you are. I remember somebody said that they find it odd that the sound of the tractor motor is oddly relaxing. And I agree. It's almost like white noise, like a sleep machine. I think you have a BX23, right? Or the 20, I forget which one it is. But for me, it's not so much the size of the tractor, it's the cab that does it. I could plow this with a BX23, but without the cab, it's miserable. Yeah, that Bobcat won't have a problem though, will it? You'll be able to blow right through this. What do you use on that? Just a bucket, or do you use a pusher? So that people can see the front of the blade. South 601 said, run your wipers. Well, my wiper doesn't go up that high. So, all right, back pushes back a little. See what she can do. It's going to be brutal. I'm telling you. Get that differential locked in right now. Salt on the driveway on Friday in prep for this, because I had some ice, because we had sub-zero temperatures and we're going to be going back into the sub-zeros over the next several days. Down. I am plowing in medium gear. I could put it in low, but for the most part, it's just the hills that do that. Westward facing, so the storm's coming right into my face right now. Well, not literally, but well, literally, I'm in the cab. I could push straight down the hill both ways and push it off the side of the road. So we are due to get another 10 or so inches. Which tells me I better be prepared. Hello, come on in. Enjoy the stream once again. I'm in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, which is 70 miles east of Pittsburgh. Basically, west central Pennsylvania. We're in the middle of a huge snowstorm. They say the worst is yet to come. We shall see. Windows fogging up a little. Out. If I wanted them to wake up this early on a Sunday, except for church, they wouldn't do it. They are out there playing. Good for them. Get off the video games and get out and enjoy it. Snowballs at a $40,000 machine. I got twin sons that are 12 years old. Just caught them punching each other and throwing snowballs at each other, trying to hit each other in the nuts. Sorry if I offend anybody by that. I guess that's what they're supposed to do. LX2620 cab tractor, hydrostatic diesel, four-wheel drive, diesel power. Does a great job. I have loaded rear tires, no ballast except for the loaded tires. Works well. Every day is a snowball fight in my house. These guys. You got the two boys. Well, I have an older son. He's 27. And then I have two boys that are 12. A daughter that's 13. And a younger daughter that is 7. Good times at my household, at the Happy Place household. Needless to say, being in the tractor, they pretty much don't bother me. sure I get this back far enough, because if we do get 10 more inches, or 12 more inches, or whatever somebody has in store for us, then I'd have room to put it. I'm gonna cut this over and back. Focus, there you go. Weighted tires. They're fluid filled. Fluid filled tires. And they're not R4, they're the I forget what the number is. It's something different. R3 something. They're like an R4, but they're siped. They have a little better traction. Definitely do. And this plow, this is a Titan plow. It's like an SP something SP. I think it's like an 84-inch plow. I used to have a Kubota LX2620 which is a real big tractor. And so I needed this plow to cover the wheel, the width of the wheel base. And when I got rid of that, got this one, ended up just using the same plow because, quite frankly, the tractor can handle it, and having the width is nice. For sure. I'm going to clear the path here for its home. This is my back garage, but it's where I keep my tractor and my mower. Do some mowing with this thing, but for the most part, I have a Cub Cadet commercial. It's a Pro Z. I think it's 500S steering wheel. Does a great job. And sometimes I lose focus. Sorry on the video because of the snow. Nothing to focus on. Couple more runs. Come on. There it is. Good morning. Dakota. How you doing? Make friends. Make friends. Had a bunch of people in this morning. At one point had almost 100, maybe I did, I just wasn't watching. Who knows? I'm gonna scare my kid. They've been around me, they know I'm not gonna hurt them. 10 to 12 inches. See what that does. Might have to stop over the neighbors and help them a little bit. One of the boys put on their sister's snow pants. So there's a, a disaster with that. My wife just texted me and said, tell them to come in. One of them has your daughter's snow pants on. Classic. Never short of drama in a house with 4 young kids. Never. No shortage of drama. All right, folks, I'm going to put her in her home. Expected to have sub-zero temperatures this whole week, so with that said, wherever this snow ends up at the end of the storm, it's going to freeze, and that's where it's going to stay. So we're going to be really careful and do a good job. And we're in the garage. Turn the wiper off. All right, folks. Hey. North. There it is. Trying to make you a moderator so you can make some friends. Or stop back. Let's see here. American Tours. Yes, it's going to be a long day. And Monday for sure. And I appreciate you guys keeping me company. As I say at the end of all the streams here, you got to be good to yourself, be good to others, but being good to yourself is where it starts, man. Take care of yourselves. Be careful out there. Yep, we're near Johnstown, PA. That's about 70 miles east of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A few people from Texas, man. We just got your coach. Boo. Sorry, Dallas. Anyway, anybody that follows football. But yeah, man, make some friends. We'll see you this afternoon. I appreciate all you. Appreciate your time. We got 42 people still on the stream, but I'm going to end the stream here. You guys take care. You've been good. Been good to me. That was an hour of fun. Definitely. We put salt down on the driveway right before the storm, actually on Friday, and it definitely helped. We had some ice because we had some sub-zero temperatures, but this week's going to be a bear, guys. Be careful. Don't overdo it. You take care.